Hi, this is Tek Slap. Going to reiterate. Thank you for coming to the comedy uh, channel of Tek Slap. I'm going to do some more comedy skits here, and one of the things I've noticed was on my other skit, the volume was not all good. This this little thing here is the mic that is kind of out there. I'll try to speak up a little bit louder and go from there. Now, one of the things I mentioned was, ooh, I can even walk up and be like, hey, listen to me. Talked about comedy stuff. Well, I've got a want to reiterate one of the comedy things that I did with the last one, which was sitting in the car, truck, looking at my friend while he was yelling at this guy. This guy in front of us had a blinker light on and like moving to the right, but there was no other cars on the right lane next to him at all, and there's hardly any cars at all on the road. But he was just had a light blinker to the right and just going on this in the same lane that he's been going in this whole time, but moving, but didn't move over. So I didn't notice it until he started yelling at him like all the windows were up, and he grabs his steering wheel and starts yelling, "Get out of the damn road! Move over! Turn off your damn blinker if you're not gonna move over! Move over!" Like, and he was grabbing the steering wheel like it was going out of like he was leaning towards. I'm just I'm just standing here like, I don't think he could hear you. But maybe if he turns up a little bit louder, just a tiny bit louder, he might actually hear you. Nah, guy has windows up too on his car, so it's like I don't understand. You get road rage and you want to yell at him. You cuss at the other person, but it means nothing if they can't hear you. What are you going to do? Well, go pull them over, get next to their car, knock on it, and be like, "Faggot! How dare you! How dare you get in my way!" like, like they're gonna pull over and listen to you bitch to them, I guess. Um, there's the this skit, or it's gonna be about. Let's say you're trying to ask this girl out, right? And you're the guy. Usually, guys. Sometimes a lot of guys are shy. I'm one of them. Like, hey, but I like to make some skits to make it, some funny stuff that might work for people out there. Who knows? So you wear a hat like this, like a cowboy hat, Indiana Jones, whatever. You walk up to him, you're like, "Howdy, man. You free tonight?" And just wait for them to respond. Because if you just walk up to them and be like, "Hey, you want to go out sometime?" They're going to tell you no. I don't know what it is, but you ask them out politely. "Hey, you want to go out this Saturday? Hey, are you free? Are you single?" They always say no, 100% of the time. And unless you step out of the bubble, this like this round bubble around you, not your tummy. I got a 1 pack. I don't got the 6 pack that the other guys have. Somewhere out there. But you gotta walk up to them and be like, "Howdy, lady. I'm single." And that's about it. Oh, and or you could do the Captain Morgan one. Like, walk up to him, get you a little chair or something, step on it, and be like what you see?" And be all serious. "So, you free?" They'll laugh. They'll laugh a lot, but they'll tell you no or yes. But you at least you got them laughing. You know, you got past that little barrier bubble. You punctured that little bubble, or big bubble in this case. Uh, Take a little note, write on it your name and number, and fold the paper, right? And then you walk up to the girl that you like or whatnot, to say, "Hey, you dropped this," and they'll take it. They'll just take it because if you say, "Oh, this is my name and number. Call me sometime," I'll be right out the corner. They're gonna look at you like, "What? Okay." You write the number down on your name and number on a piece of paper. You fold it, like, "Hey, you dropped this," and walk out. Walk out the damn building. Don't sit there and just. You gonna read it? Because they're just going like, okay, no, I see your name. Oh no, just give it to them and walk out of the damn building. Drive away. If they call, they call. They don't, they don't. I did that once, and it worked 100% of the time. You know why it worked 100% of the time? I did it once. That's how I know it did it. It worked 100% of the time. I did it once. It worked 100% of the time. If I do it twice and it didn't work, it drops down to 50. No, no, no. I like the 100% better. I want to keep it up there. I didn't even think they'll call me. Like I was just driving home and like, just my phone's ringing. I was like, who the hell is this? I cleaned up. I was like, hello, like. It didn't work out because I was like, I was just doing it as a joke, thinking they won't call. They called, and I didn't have anything to say. All right, so let's move on to interviews. So you're applying for a job, and you're like, oh, cool. I walked into a job. It was Whataburger, my first job ever, and I was like, okay, cool. I want to do this, and I got the application. Now remember, I was a small lad, teenager, yeah, teenager, and I was filling out those paperwork, and it's name, date of birth, phone number, sex, M and F. Kind of stopped there and I looked around. Am I supposed to put yes? Check for female? I looked up the associates, the managers to see if they were like they're laughing at me or something. No, they're all making orders, making burgers, all that stuff, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, sex. Definitely don't want to have sex with other men. Females, yes. Do I put a yes here? And I was like, but this is my job application. They have sex on the job? I was like, what the hell is this? Before I screwed up, I walked up to the manager, I'm like, hey, come here. And they're like, yeah, I have a question about this. Can you emphasize on this application? And she goes, yeah, sure. What do you need? Where it says sex, are you implementing that y'all do the act, or is it something else? And they're like, she starts laughing. She goes, no, sex. Are you a male or a female? I was like, oh, yeah, I'm a male. Then you check him. And I was like, okay, cool. So I checked him. I was about to put yes, female. First time I ever saw that, and I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. And then there's fill out the rest of the application and whatnot, and gave it in, got the job. Things you might want to not say to your manager that I said to several of them in the beginning. One of the questions is, where do you see yourself in 10 years? You know how much I hate that question? I freaking hate it. They expect me to work at Whataburger for 10 years? Hell no. Fuck that shit. I ain't flipping no damn burger for 10 years. I'd rather work somewhere else. So while I work for y'all, no, I didn't tell them all that, but I was thinking about that in my mind. I was like, this is a fucked up question. So I was like, what do you, first, in the beginning, I was like, yeah, I like to have a plot of land, a white picket fence, a 2-bedroom house, 2-story house. A 2-story house, some nice windows, a balcony would be awesome, maybe a dog running around, biting people, chopping their hands off. And they're like, what? You want a dog that goes around chopping people's hands off? And I'm like, the intruders, yeah. No. I said, okay, that's cool. That's an interesting aspect. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Hopefully building the foundation to this house of mine. The concrete, the rebar, and everything. No, turns out they don't care about your ass. They don't care about what you want. Like I said, build a house with a picket fence, right? That's not the answer they want. They want, hey, yeah, I want to start off with a burger, flipping those damn things, moving up to the cash registers, then moving up to the drive-through to flip people off as they come by and yell at them. And then you want to say, hey, I want your job, your pay. Actually, I want more pay than you, and I want your job, and I want to move up and be like an aerial manager or something like that. I want to go up in the company. That's the type of answers that they're looking for. They're not looking for what do you want. They're looking for what can you provide. If you provide them with stuff that helps them out, like if you're showing your motivation, you're more motivated to come to work. You're more motivated to do a better job, and that's what they're wanting to see and hear. I'm sad to say they don't want to hear you go, yeah, I want to buy me a Ferrari or a Trans Am, or I want to race this girl that I thought was hot and she had a nice butt. I actually raced a girl. Well, no, I raced her car. I there's this. I had a 300ZX twin turbo. There's this girl that I met at like Mariano's. She was really, really cute. I said, hey, you want to sit at my table and eat? And she goes, yeah. And I'm like, cool. I didn't think she'll say yes. Normally they say no, right? So this was interesting. Turns out she raced his cars. She saw the car that I drove up, and that's why she was more interested in me. And we wanted to go to racing and stuff like that. And she raced her car. My friend raced my car against her Camaro. Her Camaro was a souped-up NOS, and mine was a twin-turbo red leather interior. And then we were going down the road, or they were going down the road. I was standing on the side, sweating my ass off, like, oh my God, he's gonna wreck my car. I hope he doesn't wreck my car. I was like, I made a big mistake. And then this 4-freaking-wheeler starts racing with them and keeps up with both cars, the 4-wheeler, until they got to a certain gear or whatever. Then they took off, and the 4-wheeler's over. But everybody had a laugh at that. A 4-wheeler, keep it up until second gear. That's kind of sad. But at the same time, it's a smaller 4-wheeler, and our cars are pretty heavy. 3 tons versus 30 pounds. Or 300 pounds or whatever it is. Oh, by the way, if y'all have skits or y'all have situations, text them. Email it to me, to Tek Slap. And I was going to say we, but I'm the only person here, so unless I'm talking about me, myself, and I will read them and make skits about them. Some of them, like like the computer thing not turning on. I kind of got that off of other people. Oh, here's another one. You get this girl, or you like this girl. She's working at whatever it is, ABC company. You walk up to her and just stare, and she'll be like, "Look up. Can I help you, sir? Can I help you, sir?" Be like, "Yeah, yeah. Can you come here a little bit closer? Yeah, get it a little bit closer. Yeah, I'm here. What do you want?" That's what you do. You'd say, "What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?" You came into my store. No, she go back. "Hey, you came into my store and you're asking, what do I want? Yeah, what do you want? I want to know what you want. I want you." "Well, I got a boyfriend." "Good. Oh, yeah. Just play this." I just thought of something. I was playing this skit out in my head yesterday. "Hi, I'm single." "Okay, nice to meet you. So I've got a. You want to go out tonight?" "Oh no, I've got a boyfriend." "Oh, I'm glad you do. I didn't know you would choose me as your boyfriend right off the bat. I was the one who want to take you to dinner, take you to lunch, maybe see a movie, get to know you better, and maybe give you a present. Probably a golden ring or whatever. Necklace, pearls, whatever." "No, I really got a boyfriend." "Yeah, you just said I was your boyfriend. That's what I'm here for. To boyfriend you away, I guess, out the door." "So, when are you free tonight?" "I don't think my boyfriend will like that." "I don't think I'd like anything about you if you act that way." Okay, that. or about, "You're pretty." They always say thank you, right? They always say thank you. "Thank you." "Well, that's great. I think you look prettier on me." Oh, and I go to this dentist, and they wear buns on their these little hair thingies on their heads, and they call them buns. Well, I walked in one day and I was like, "Man, I like y'all's buns." And they're all like, "Oh, thank you." And the the people in the freaking waiting room, they're like, and I was like, "Oh shit!" They think I'm talking about their asses, their butts. "I like them buns." Oh, I also got certificates in cybersecurity and networking and Project Plus and all this other stuff. And I don't have a bachelor's degree, but during my process through the whole thing, I've heard some stories where these guys will get their certificate, go to the interview, act like show them the certificate like a CCNA, and try to get the job. And the manager's like, "Okay, cool. Can you tell me what the port for DNS is?" And they'll be like, I got my certificate." And I'm like, "What? Really? People actually say this stuff? They don't say, 'Oh yeah, that's port, say 53, hey, that's the port, yeah.'" So you got port 80 and then port 443, which is secure. Port 80 is the regular HTTP, and port 443 is HTTPS. And they can't even get that right. They just go, "I got my certificate. I know my shit." Well, that's good. Can you prove it? "I got my certificate. I got my shit." Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll call you when we feel like it. They're not gonna say that. But what if you go to the interview and be like, "Hey, what port does internet walk on? I mean, work on in and on in." Okay, what port does the internet flow through? There, that's a better way of saying it. And make up stuff, but like, it's the USB port number 2. You got the job! Awesome! It just, you never get a call ever from the manager. You're so stoked, man. Oh, how about this? When I was small, I tried I was a really good kicker. I kicked a football. Yeah, I went around kicking people's shins. They didn't like it much, but I kicked a football, and they flew far and far away. And people were like, "Oh, do you play football?" And I'm like, "No." They're like, "Why not?" "Because I don't want to." "But you're a great kicker." "Well, thank you." "So why don't you play football?" "Because I don't want a broken body. I don't want a smashed in face. I don't want a broken leg that's flopping all over the place as I walk, you know? I don't want an arm that normally should be right here, but it's like over here somewhere or detached in some way. I don't want all that crap." Y'all can have that fame for a short time until you're like, "Oh, damn, I wish I didn't play football." Or they're like, and then I tried once to play football, and I got the ball, I started running, I was like, "Oh, this is really easy. I'm gonna go this motherfucker." And then, and then all of a sudden I saw this 300-pounder coming my way, and I'm like, "Oh my god." He was like, "Whoa!" Coming my way, and I'm like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do?" And then I was like, "Should I run this way or should I run that way? Should I do a blitz? How do I do this shit?" And then, you know what my decision was? I turned around and ran in the opposite direction. As I'm running the opposite direction, he's chasing me back to my side of the field goal, and my own players are like, "Where are you headed?" "You're going the wrong way!" And I'm like, "I know, but there's a 300-pounder. I don't want to get smashed." And when it comes to football games, I suck at them. Unless you're looking for a laugh, don't hire me, or don't play with me with them, because the people that I do play with, they got pissed off because they're hardcore football fans, and I'm like, "Dude, I'm not a hardcore football fan. I'm a fighter." And you know what I did? I was a linebacker on that. I was like a linebacker on those things in that game. And when it said "hut hut," you know what I did? I went over there and punched the guy. I punched him. I was like, "This is cool." And you know what they did? They penalized us. We had to freaking move back towards our side of the field, and my friends are like, "What are you doing? Don't punch the guy." I'm like, "But it's so much fun." And every time I'm like, "Hut hut," bam. I go wham and stuff, and again, we get penalized, and so we move back, whatever it is, 100 yards or whatnot. And, dude, my friends were getting so pissed. They're like, "We can't play with you, bro." I'm like, Sorry, when I play it normally, it's so boring. It's like, yay, I'm running. Oh, look, is that ball coming towards my way? Huh. Oh, it did come on. Oh, my bad. Let me pick that up for you. I'm not really a sports fan. I don't watch football, basketball, baseball. Ooh, let me tell you about a baseball guy story. I tried out for baseball once, and in high school, I think. Yeah, and I was the batter, right? I was like, "All right, throw that damn ball," and he threw it, and I would swing, I'll miss, but when I miss, I would go all the way around, and then let go of the bat. Let me tell you, that catcher did not like me at all. They really didn't like me at all. Because he was so focused on the ball, and then all of a sudden the bat hits him with fucking. I did it way too much time. He gets up, he's like, dude, don't throw the fucking bat, dude. Like, I'm sorry, I can't help it. So I swing, and then I let go. And so he's always like, pretend like you're the catcher, and you're like, boom! Oh, I got a big laugh out of that. And then every time I was up to bat, the catcher, he would oh, it's kind of out of focus. Focusing. he would he would catch, but he would step a little bit further away. Away from me, or he'll tell me to stand a little bit further in front of him. I guess you can call me the bat thrower. That's what you get for messing with Tek Slap. Stopped with the bat. All right, I guess that's it for the day. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you liked this scenario 2. And if you send in some response about some scenarios you want me to talk about, and I'll see how I can play that in. And thanks for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the little ring bell. Because if you don't, slap ya. See ya, slap you out, man. Tek Slap out.